Good morning. I am 4 minutes earlier today. As always, same thing. If you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward a few minutes to the beginning of the actual practice or hang out with us as we say hellos. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Mary. All right, it is time for us to start. And today we continue diving into our exploration of the loving kindness or metta practice. Today we'll talk a little more about metta as our ability to embrace all parts of ourselves and the world. So take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to acknowledge all the circumstances of your practice, starting with the external, the sounds and sensations of the world around you. And then zooming in on your inner world. Let your breath be soft and easy without forcing, very comfortable. And let the soft breath be your invitation to soften in your body, in your heart, in your mind. What unites us as human beings is an urge for happiness, which at heart is this yearning for union, for overcoming our feelings of separateness. We want to feel our identity with something larger than our small self. We long to be one with our own lives and with each other. And metta, the loving kindness practice, or the loving kindness energy, is our ability to embrace all parts of ourselves, as well as all parts of the world. Practicing loving kindness illuminates our inner integrity because it relieves us of the need to deny different aspects of ourselves and just accept things the way they are. We can open to everything with the healing force of love. When we feel loving kindness, our mind is expansive, open enough to include the entirety of life in full awareness, both its pleasures and its pains. We feel neither betrayed by pain nor overcome by it, and so we can contact that which is undamaged within us, regardless of the situation. When we consistently practice loving kindness, we understand that we don't really need to fear anything because we are whole, and our deepest happiness is intrinsic to the nature of our minds, and it is not damaged through any uncertainty or change. In cultivating love, loving kindness, we remember one of the most powerful truths the Buddha taught, that the mind is naturally radiant and pure. And really, we suffer only because of something that in Buddhism called visiting defilements. And the word defilement is a common translation of the Pali word kilesa, which more literally translates as torment of the mind. And of course, we all know directly from our own experience that when certain states arise strongly within us, they can have a very tormenting quality. States like anger, fear, guilt, jealousy, greed. We have a choice to either identify fully with these forces or to not identify with them and just let them pass through us. And if we choose to not identify fully, then we learn that these torments are really only visitors. These forces are not inherent in us. They don't reflect who we really are. So there is no reason to judge ourselves harshly if we enter these states. Our challenge is to see them for what they really are and at the same time to remember our true nature, radiant and loving. And then, little by little, these tormenting states start visit us less and less. I find it really helpful to use language when dealing with these tormenting states. What I mean by it is this. For example, when a state of anger arises within you, what do you usually say? Do you say, I am angry or I feel angry? Consider that the I am statement is something that identifies you fully with your torment. Whereas I feel is a statement that allows more space within you for other things that are not anger. Uh, to put it differently, maybe you can think of yourself as a lightning rod through which different states pass freely like electricity. Those feelings are not the lightning rod itself, they just pass through it. Like our mind, loving kindness does not have to be distorted by what it encounters. Anger generated within ourselves or within others can be met with love, and the love is not ruined by this anger. It's just a temporary state. Metta, loving kindness, is its own support, and so it is free of inherently unstable conditions. The loving mind can observe joy and peace in one moment, and then grief in the next moment, and anger in the next moment. And it will not be shattered by all those changes. A mind filled with love can be likened to the sky with a variety of clouds that are moving through it. Some are light and fluffy, others are ominous, threatening. No matter what the situation, the sky is not affected by the clouds. The sky is free, and so can be our mind. And so let's do the actual practice now. Again, today we'll focus on sending loving kindness to a dear friend or any dear being, be it pet or anybody else. And then we harness this while when we harness this energy of loving kindness, we turn it within. So take a moment to settle back in, check in with your breath, check in with your external and internal circumstances. Maybe scan your body and soften. And now hold an image of a dear being in your mind. And gently start sending the energy of loving kindness to them. May he or she be filled with loving kindness. May they be well in body and mind. May they be happy, healthy, and at ease. May they feel deep, natural peace. I'll give you a couple of minutes in silence to continue with that. Remember that you can modify the words to something that resonates more with you today. And throughout this practice, your main focus is this mantra, but part of your attention is constantly on your body. And whenever you notice tension, see if it can be released. Now let that go. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Maybe put your hand on your heart and turn inward, sending this energy of loving kindness to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I be happy, healthy, and at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. Again, I'll give you a couple of minutes in silence to stay with your experience. Gently let this go. Take a nice inhale and exhale to come out of the practice. As you go through your day today, I invite you to continue noticing when you get disturbed, when you have those tormenting visitors like anger, annoyance, frustration, jealousy. What do you do? What do you say to yourself? I am angry. Can you say, I feel angry instead? Do you identify fully, or do you remember the bigger nature of your mind, the radiance and pure joy? And in those moments, can you offer a message of loving kindness to yourself in the form of the whole loving kindness mantra, or just something like, it's okay, it's going to be fine, or I love you, you're doing well, and see what happens. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.